So today's topic is cells when connected in parallel connection. What is the equivalent circuit? So we are going to see the derivation. Okay. Now we are considering only two cells, cell 1 and cell 2, with voltage E1 and internal resistance R1. Cell 2 voltage is E2 and internal resistance R2. Now we all know that this is going to take some voltage. The balance voltage only will appear across this. Similarly, for this case, this resistance will take some voltage. Balance only is available between these 2 points. But if you carefully note, if this is point A and this is point B, this cell is connected between A and B, and this cell is also connected between A and B. That means both are in parallel. Okay. Right. Having said that, now we will make use of Kirchhoff's voltage law. What is Kirchhoff's voltage law? Sum of the current entering the junction is equal to sum of the current flowing away from the junction. That is, current entering the junction is I. From this node, one current is going away, which is I1, and the another current going away from this node is I2. So if you apply Kirchhoff's current law, we will be telling I is equal to I1 plus I2. This is based on Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. So as I said earlier, the voltage between these 2 points for this case will be this voltage, that is E1 minus this drop. What is the voltage drop here? Which is nothing. The voltage drop here is I1 R1. Similarly, for this case, it is I2. Current flowing in this branch is I2. Therefore, the voltage drop is I2 R2. So, in parallel connection, both the voltages will be same. That also we told earlier. So, V is equal to E1 minus I1 R1 is the voltage here, and E2 minus I2 R2, that is the voltage here. Since the both are in parallel, both the voltages are equal. That is, V is equal to E is equal to. Right. So, after this, come over here, we will apply Kirchhoff's current law. I is equal to I1 plus I2, which is equal to, from this equation, what is I1? You bring this I1 R1 this side. So, it will become I1 R1 is equal to E1, bring this V that side, minus V. And I want I1, that is E1 minus V by R1. So, that's what is written here, E1 minus V by R1. Similarly, for the next case, you bring this I2 R2 this side, move the V that side. So, E2 minus V divided by R2 will be I2. So, this is I2 and this is I1. Okay. Now, this is split into two terms, E1 by R1 minus V by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V by R2 second term. Now, what you do is, just move this I that side and bring this negative terms, this term and this term this side. That means this will become plus V by R1 plus V by R2 is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. Move this I that side, so minus I. The common term in this is V. So V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. That's what is written here. If you take LCM, the LCM is R1 R2, R2 into E1 plus R1 into E2. That is E1 into R2 plus E2 into R1 minus I. So this is the last equation. Okay. Now we will simplify. Next, you take LCM for this. So V into R1 R2 R2 plus R1, this term plus is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 R2 minus I. Minus I. So what I did is, we are taking LCM for this, we have taken, and the remaining terms as it is right hand term, we are writing as it is. Now, bring this term to the other side. So V is equal to, this will become R1 R2 by, this can be written as R1 plus R2 into these terms, E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 R2 minus I. Now multiply this term with the first term and multiply this term with I. So what will happen if you multiply this term with this term, R1 R2 R2 gets cancelled. So the remaining term will be E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by these two get, so R1 plus R2. Okay, this is first term minus the second term. Second term will be R1 R2 by R1 plus R2 into I. Okay. So E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 minus I into R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Up to this it's correct. Next step. Now I am calling this as V. V is equal to, I am calling this term as E equivalent. Okay, minus I. This is R equivalent. Once again I repeat, this entire thing I am calling it as E equivalent minus I. This I am calling it as R equivalent. That means when two resistors are in parallel, we say R1 equivalent resistance is R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. That's why I put R equivalent. Okay. Now we have R equivalent. R equivalent we have defined as R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So that is R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay. Now 1 by R equivalent. This is R equivalent. So 1 by R equivalent. One by R equivalent is equal to, this goes to the numerator, R1 plus R2 by R1 R2. So now this can be written as now this can be written as 1 by R equivalent is equal to R1 by R1 R2 plus R2 by R1 R2. So this R1 gets cancelled, here R2 gets cancelled. So 1 by R equivalent is equal to, for this term it is 1 by R1, for this term R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is the relation we have. Okay. Now so now we have E equivalent. What is E equivalent? E equivalent is nothing but this term. Okay. So we have E equivalent as is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. That means I am writing this E equivalent as it is. Okay. Now what you do is divide this side and that side by R equivalent. Divided by R equivalent. This term divided by R equivalent. 1 divided by R equivalent. So we already know what is R equivalent. 1 by R equivalent is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this will reduce to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2, and we have seen that 1 by R equivalent. 1 by R equivalent is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. 1 by R equivalent is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, or we can say you take LCM, 1 by R equivalent equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Taking LCM and you, so 1 by R equivalent value is this. So in the place of 1 by R equivalent, I can write R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. So here I am writing R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. So once again I repeat, 1 by R equivalent is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So you take LCM R1 R2, R2 plus R1, or we can write R1 plus R2. That is 1 by R equivalent is R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. So 1 by R equivalent, we are substituting that value here. Now if you carefully see, this R1 plus R2 and this R1 plus R2 gets cancelled. So therefore, E equivalent by R equivalent is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 R2. Now this can be written as E1 R2 by R1 R2. That means we are splitting into two terms, plus E2 R1 by R1 R2. So what happens? This R2 gets cancelled. R1, sorry, R1 and this R1 gets cancelled. Okay. So this is what E equivalent by R equivalent. Okay. Now, if you want to find E equivalent, so I write once again, E equivalent by R equivalent is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. Now I want E equivalent. So E equivalent is equal to R equivalent into E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. Okay. Next. So this is for two sources, E1 and E2. This is the formula. Okay. Suppose if you have n number of parallel sources with E1, E2, E3 up to En and R1, R2 up to Rn, then E equivalent by R equivalent is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 plus up to En by Rn. This is n number of sources. So this is the general formula. Okay. Now so for we have to find out R equivalent. So how to find R equivalent? So we have, for two sources we have 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is for two sources, two cells. Suppose if you have n number of cells, 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus ... It goes up to plus 1 by nth cell internal resistance. So these two are the final formulas we have to remember. Okay. So first step for solving cells in parallel connection is you find out R equivalent. This R equivalent, you substitute the value here. Then individually find E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2, likewise for n number of sources. After finding out this value, you bring this R equivalent that side. That means this value multiplied by R equivalent will give you E equivalent. Okay. Now we will draw the equivalent circuit diagram. So these two sources can be replaced by E equivalent and R equivalent like this. Suppose if you have n number of sources, E equivalent is given by this formula. E equivalent is equal to R equivalent into E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 plus up to En by Rn, close the bracket. And for R equivalent, 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus up to 1 by Rn. Suppose if you have only two sources alone, then 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. That's all. And E equivalent by R equivalent is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. That's all. That means first find out E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. After doing that, multiply with R equivalent, that will give you E equivalent. Okay, that's all about the derivation of when cells are connected in parallel. So we have arrived with the general result for E equivalent and R equivalent. You have to remember this formula. And we have made use of Kirchhoff's current law. Hope you have understood this topic. Go through the content slowly. The explanation, each and every point has been explained clearly. You watch this content for 2 or 3 times, then only you will understand the derivation. Sometimes they will ask this derivation. Okay, thanks for watching. Nandri.